Sound of Kettering. Shire Sounds.
And welcome to the show. I
don't hear anything.
Turn up the radio so you can hear the show loud. Okay, where's the volume knob?
Saturday breakfast with Charlie Stone on Shire Sounds.
Going to give the answer away in one song's time then to today's song in reverse. Also going to be joined by Alicia very, very shortly. And she'll join us after we do this.
Sound of Kettering. We are Shire Sounds.
Justin Timberlake and... where am I? Justin Timberlake and Mirrors on Shire Sounds. So, Saturday, the 5th of September, and I'm joined by Alicia Vittoria Keane. Good morning, Alicia.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, and how are you?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. So, you're going to join us on the show today.
I am.
You're going to sort of co-host the show with me, but we're also going to talk about you. And we're also going to talk about what you do, which I don't want to give away too much yet until we get onto the topic, if that's okay.
That's absolutely fine.
So we'll come to that a little bit later, but first of all, we've got something very important to do, haven't we? You've forgotten.
I've forgotten. I've completely gone blank.
So we're going to give away the answer to today's song in reverse. Do you know what it is? Without saying it. Can you remember that bit?
I can remember what it is now.
Okay.
I didn't know what it was before.
When I first played it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll play it one last time. Sounds like this morning. Do you know what I've done? I've lost my notepad that said where everyone who got it right is as well. Right, I've got it. Right, okay. So, getting it right today, we had Oli, as in our own Oli, Simon, Alison, my mum got it right, we had Emma getting it right, and we had a couple of wrong answers, but we don't like to do the wrong answers because people get a bit embarrassed. But the most important question, do you know what it is?
Me?
Yeah.
Like I said, I didn't, but I do now.
Okay, would you like to tell us what it is?
Anne-Marie 2002.
You are absolutely correct. So a massive well done, and a massive well done to everyone who got the answer, guess the link. Guess the link? What show am I doing? Song in reverse correct today. It was, of course, Anne-Marie 2002. We'll play it now, and we'll come back to you, Alicia. Is that okay?
That's absolutely fine.
Perfect.
Saturday breakfast with Charlie Stone on Shire Sounds.
Today's song in reverse, that's Anne-Marie 2002. We'll have another one of those, same time next week. So, good morning, Alicia. Are you okay? I know I've asked you that, but are you okay now?
I'm all good. Still good.
Good. Okay, so as I said, we're here to chat a little bit about yourself. Particularly in this bit as well. So I know what you do, but for the benefit of everyone who's listening at home or in the car, what do you do?
Okay, so I've got my own YouTube channel, and basically I interview inspirational people to find out how they've become the person they are today.
That's quite interesting, actually.
It is very interesting.
So I'm just trying to think what my question was there. It was in my head and then it went. So do you ask them how they got to where they are, or how they started the business, or what it is that they do?
It's a bit of everything, really. So normally I ask sort of how they got into doing what they're doing. I mean, what they're doing now, if they've got anything sort of lined up. But it depends on who I'm talking to, really. It depends on their background, on what stage they are in their career as well. Yeah.
Okay. So, give me a few types of people that you've spoken to so far.
Okay. So far I've spoken to Johnny Depp's bodyguard.
Okay. Yeah.
He was very interesting.
So that sounds interesting.
Yeah. Amazing opportunity as well. I've spoken to Maya Vanda from Selling Sunset.
Okay, yeah.
If you watch the Netflix series.
I haven't, but I've heard of it.
It is really good. Highly recommend it. And once you've watched it, definitely head over to the channel. Watch the interview.
Yep.
And then I've interviewed, there's so many, I think I've done about 30 so far. And I've also interviewed an inspirational speaker called Jordan Bone, who was paralysed when she was younger, and she's actually taken the opportunity to kind of share her inspiration with others. So that's just a bit of a snapshot on my channel.
Of your channel, yeah.
Of my channel.
Okay. That's absolutely fascinating. So it's kind of like, have you ever seen Piers Morgan's life stories?
Yes.
You knew that was coming, didn't you?
I did.
So it's kind of like that, kind of not like that?
Yeah, exactly. Kind of like that, kind of not like that.
You put your own spin on it.
Yeah.
And make it personal, and which, if I'm honest, I think you're better than Piers Morgan anyway.
Thank you.
Maybe one day you might have your own TV series on Channel 4, but...
I hope so. That'd be nice.
We'll see what happens. So, have you got anything coming up? Anything key that we should know about?
Yes, there's a couple of very exciting ones coming up. One, I am interviewing the person who does all like the bodyguard training. So
yeah.
Obviously when you're becoming a bodyguard you can't just go and do it. So he actually does all the training, setting them up, what they need to know. So I'm interviewing him on Tuesday, so I'm very excited. He's worked with so many different people and he does a lot with like the England football team as well. And also in the pipeline I'm going to be interviewing Ariana Grande and Justin Bieber's bodyguard.
Oh, cool. Have you got a thing for bodyguards? Or is it just that kind of
No, it's
season?
just, I think it's that sort of thing, you know, when you start doing something like this, you have to start networking with who's kind of willing to help out, and yeah, just networking really. So once you've kind of done one, it does lead on to other things, which is good. And
because people hear about you. And I suppose as well, the thing about the bodyguards is it's almost like a PA. It's possibly almost, before getting the actual celebrity to take Ariana Grande, before getting Ariana Grande yourself, it's as close as you can get to Ariana Grande, because they know about their personal life, they know a little bit about what they do when they're not in front of a TV camera or in front of a microphone, or do you know what I mean?
yeah,
So
exactly that.
you must find out quite a lot.
Yeah, you do. Obviously you never know what to ask at the beginning.
Yeah.
So what I kind of normally do is, obviously I'm doing my own research,
Yeah.
and then once you kind of ask a question, then you kind of can work out what direction the interview is going to go in. So it's not the case I'm going to go, oh, I interviewed Johnny Depp's bodyguard, I want to know all about him. I want, like, Johnny Depp, I want to know about him and not just Johnny Depp as well, because I think that's important for the fans to see.
To find out about the bodyguard, because it's about him at the end of the day. It's about, or him or her, sorry. It's about the person, you know, where they came from.
Yeah.
So more than just using it as a way to find out about the celebrity. So that's really nice as well. So I like that. What I would like to do is, in a couple of songs' time, is actually ask you a couple of questions about you and ask you how you got to where you are. Is that okay?
Of course.
Cool. So we'll do that. Should we do that in a couple of songs' time? Is that all right?
That's perfect.
Perfect. And we'll spread it across. Let's play a couple of tracks now then. Do you like tequila? Not the drink, the song. Well, do you like the drink?
I was going to say, not keen on the drink. I like the song though.
Like the song. We'll play it now then, if that's all right. Cool. We'll catch you in a second.
Saturday breakfast. Charlie Stone. Shire Sounds.
So, Alicia was just telling me a really funny story about that song. You didn't realise I was going to do that, did you?
No, thanks.
That's okay. Do you want to tell me the story again?
Yeah, basically, love that song. Whenever I'm driving down the road, that song comes on, windows go down, sound goes up, singing at the top of my voice.
Do you want to give us a little sing now? I can put it on for you.
No, I don't. I'll pass. Thank you very much.
No worries. I don't know if I've told you this story or not, but last night I was walking through Rothwell and a car drove past and they had James Blunt blaring from the windows. And I was sat there thinking, well, that's a weird one. You said there was one Mamma Mia as well, didn't you?
Oh yeah, so the other day I was walking to the shop, a bit like you, and someone pulled in a guy and he was absolutely blasting Mamma Mia. I mean, I loved it because I was then walking down the road, like having a little dance, having a little sing.
Yeah. So it's like a little street party sort of from a car.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. So back on topic anyway. So can you tell me a little bit about how you started? It's the question you ask everybody.
Yeah.
Have you ever been asked it before yourself?
I have.
Okay, so you're prepared a little bit.
A little bit.
Okay.
So I started YouTubing. I mean, if you go back on my channel, I actually did a bit of YouTubing a few years ago, and I was doing hair and makeup, what every girl wants to do. It's no doubt about it. So all my friends then kept saying to me, like, you need to start again because you're good at talking to the camera, you need to start. And I was like, what can I do what's different? What can I do what no one's doing? So I was thinking, right, I could interview people and kind of talk to them, find out their stories. But then the other reason why I started was because I enjoy finding out other people's stories. I enjoy getting inspiration from others, finding out how they've done it. So if I can share that with, even if it's one person, and they can become successful from that, then I've done my job and it's worthwhile.
Yeah. That makes sense. So this was one of your videos.
In there.
Do you remember this one?
So,
I do.
today I'm going to be
2018. How old were you
demonstrating
then? That was 2 years ago.
Pink's new.
2 years ago, so I was,
Looking like you've been crying.
I think I was 19 there.
I mean, I know that the listeners can't see the screen, but you look very different. You look a lot younger on the screen. That sounds really insulting, actually. I'm not going to say that.
Thanks.
Let's get rid of that. Right, okay. Where do you plan to go then with your channel? Is it just something that you sort of did to start with? Because you try to get my question out. You started doing it during lockdown, didn't you?
I did.
Was the plan only to cover lockdown, or?
No, so the plan was to see how it went. I mean, I started, like I said, just to inspire one person. Yeah. And, I mean, I was quite surprised on how quickly my subscribers grew. So I've been doing it, since May, and I'm now at 280 subscribers, which I know doesn't seem a lot to some people, but if you're on YouTube and you're trying to get them, you do realise how difficult it is.
Yeah, because YouTube is one of those things where you can look at it without subscribing.
Definitely.
So what you've got to take into account is actually, it's much the same as radio. You know, we get our figures come through and we see our listener numbers that might sit somewhere, but actually the same as YouTube, that listener number or subscriber isn't a true representation of what you've actually had to come through the door.
Exactly that.
As it were, because people don't subscribe. They might come and watch, they might have a favourite instead of subscribing. So how do your videos do? Are they a lot better than your subscriber numbers look?
Yes.
For people who listen, I'm doing quotation marks because I don't really know the proper terminology to use.
Yeah, so I've previously mentioned about the interview with Johnny Depp's bodyguard.
Yeah.
That's currently sitting at, I think it's 8,800 views. So, I mean, if they could all go and subscribe, that would be great.
It's a big different number, though, from 280, though, isn't it?
Definitely. But I just want to keep growing. I'm enjoying it, and that's the main thing. I always say to whoever I talk to, you know, you've got to enjoy what you're doing. If you don't enjoy it, then what's the point doing it?
Exactly.
So if I woke up tomorrow and I absolutely hated it, then what's the point in doing it? But that's not going that way. Absolutely love doing it, and I enjoy the editing, talking to people. So yeah.
Yeah. No, I completely understand and completely agree with that. Okay, cool. Well, what we're going to do is, because we're running ever so slightly late, we'll jump to the adverts and then we'll come back to you afterwards and we'll have a chat, hopefully with Oli as well, if that's okay.
Of course.
Perfect. All right, we'll catch you shortly.
It's time to open up Shire Sounds community file and find out what's happening locally.
Are you looking for that next move in your broadcasting career? Maybe you're looking for a hobby to pass the time. or perhaps you've just finished school and you're off to college to study journalism, then Shire Sounds has the volunteering position for you. We're a community project based in the heart of Kettering, who are always looking for volunteers to help us run our community station. Shire Sounds officially launched from the marketplace in Kettering in July of 2019, and since then we've grown to present the Christmas light switch on. We've supported local businesses and been a part of the Kettering Business Network, and now we want you. If you would like to know more, visit shiresoundsradio.co.uk/recruitment, where you will see all of our current positions. To apply, just email management@shiresounds.co.uk. We look forward to hearing from you soon and welcoming you along to the Shire Sounds team.
If you have a not-for-profit or charitable cause that you would like us to advertise, send the details to community@shiresounds.co.uk and we'll get it on air for you. All these still to come on Shire Sounds.
Want to draw attention to your business with stunning graphic design, a new website, or just need reliable hosting? Then look no further than Poppy Design Studio. Experts in WordPress with 15 years experience. No job too small or too big. With our studio based in Desborough, give us a call on 0800 321 3843 or visit www.poppydesignstudio.com. Poppy Design Studio, making great design affordable.
This is an important update from the government about coronavirus symptoms and testing. If you have any one of the following symptoms, a high temperature, a new continuous cough, loss of taste or smell, you can now get tested. Do not leave home for any reason other than to get tested. Find out how to get a test and how long to isolate at nhs.uk/coronavirus. Stay alert. Control the virus. Save lives.
Shire Sounds.
Hi, it's Simon here. Join me on Monday between 6 and 9 p.m. where I'll be playing your favourite music. In fact, actually, from 7 o'clock on Monday evening, I'll be playing the Cheese Hour, where I'll be taking all your requests for all your cheesy sounds. So join me on Monday between 6 and 9 on Shire Sounds.
Simon Cox on Shire Sounds.
Oh yeah, it's Oli Hackett here with the brand new Shire Sounds Saturday morning show. Join me this Saturday from 10 a.m. Do you just not get happy birthday messages? That one's got Charlie dancing. Big good luck to Martin today. We're going to get started with Guess Who this morning. Another chance for you to win this week. We're going to be doing some predictions for tomorrow's Hot 40 in the final hour of the show. This hour is the exciting one. Tom Persglove, good morning. Good afternoon, Dan. But for anyone who wasn't listening, who are you?
Please don't make me have to take your shower.
So join me, Oli Hackett, this Saturday from 10 a.m. for the brand new Saturday morning show.
Ain't my fault that I'm out here getting loose.
The sound of Kettering. Oli Hackett on Shire Sounds.
Baby.
Saturday Breakfast with Charlie Stone on Shire Sounds.
Absolute worst song I've ever played.
Not quite.
Go on.
Well, I mean, I've got a few contenders for the worst song you've ever played.
Would you like to list those contenders?
One of them is what you played at the end of the last hour.
Millie Small?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And then there was a song you played, I think it was just after 8 o'clock last week. And you came on and said, I've never heard that song before. It's one of the worst songs we've heard.
Oh, I can explain that. Yeah, I'll explain that off air.
Yeah, I know what happened, but...
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, Alicia, how are you?
I'm still good.
You're still good. Cool. Sorry. Does anyone know what a WAP is? It's not a wireless access point, I can tell you that.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah, but I can't say it on radio.
Yeah, of course.
It's an interesting song. We might as well have just played the instrumental
Are we allowed
version.
to say the acronym? As in, are you allowed to say WAP on air?
Yeah. Why?
Well, as in... Because there's probably not many people that don't know what it means.
IT people know what it means.
Fair enough,
okay. Sorry, Alicia. Back to yourself. Apologies. So, we've spoken a little bit about how you got to where you are, what you do, what happens on your channel. But of course, the one key thing we haven't spoken about is if people want to watch your videos or they want to watch the inspiration that happens, where do they go?
So you literally go to YouTube, type in Alicia Vittoria Keane. So that is Vittoria, not with a C. Have to be difficult, I know. But
There's meaning behind it though, isn't there?
There is. What it is, it's Italian. So part of my family is actually originally from Sicily. So that's where I got that name from. But yeah, literally type it into YouTube and I'll come straight up. You can also find me on social media. Type me into any social media platforms, I'll come up. And again, there's lots of links so you can get through there.
Oh, that's perfect. So Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, if people want to follow your updates and stuff like that, which I do, and there's always some interesting stuff, and there's always stuff that I look at and go, I'm going to watch that.
Do you ever watch it though? That's the question.
I'm not going to lie, I'm very busy, and I have watched a couple.
I
have.
Never seen it.
I'm going to quiz you now. Which ones have you watched?
Oh, don't quiz me like that.
Remind me what her name is?
Sorry?
Remind me what her name is? Are you even sure?
Alicia Vittoria Keane.
Good.
This is my show.
At least you've done that bit.
This is my show. The Johnny Depp's Bodyguard is 100% on my saved list on my phone. To come back to.
You need to get watching then.
I might do it this afternoon. Actually, I've got nothing to do this afternoon. But if people, and of course, slightly more importantly, if people have an inspirational story they'd like to talk to you about, they can do.
They can. So if you've got an inspirational story to tell, drop me an email or even a message on social media. My email address is aliciavittoriakeane@outlook.com. So yeah, just drop me an email, drop me a message on social media. I always reply to my messages on social media as well. So even if you have any questions, feel free to drop me a message.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much for that, and thank you for coming in today.
More than welcome. Thank you for having me.
That's okay. You're going to stick around a little bit, though, aren't you?
I am.
You're going to stick around and say hello to Wally a little bit.
I am.
Is that okay, yeah?
Yeah.
What have you got lined up anyway for each other?
Well, to start off, we've got a game that I played with Charlie. Now, obviously, Charlie's been a radio presenter for a really, really long time. And there's like a technique in radio. I'll explain it all. But we basically put him to the test to see how good he really was. And he was a little bit rubbish. So I'd quite like you to have a go at it and sort of put him in his place, if you'd be up for it.
I mean, I'll try, but I can't make any promises.
We can give you a very quick example if you want.
Okay.
Is that okay? We'll give you a very quick example. I'll do it with you.
Okay.
I've got one lined up.
Well, we'll have to explain it. So it's called Hit the Vocal, which is a thing we do in radio. So when we introduce a song, talk over the intro, stop talking at the right time before they start singing.
Okay.
Is the idea. We have a big countdown on that screen over there that just tells you when to stop. But when you haven't got the countdown, it's a bit harder.
Okay.
So this is what I was putting to the test with Charlie.
Are you ready?
Go for it.
3. Oh, actually, I'm not going to count you in. No. Are you ready?
Are you going to do a mean one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
Well, does this count as the intro then?
No, it doesn't actually. Not on my screen, it doesn't. Are you ready? Should we start again?
Are we doing the same song?
Yep. Do you want a different song?
No, yeah.
Oh, I've got to find something to use now. We'll have to go back. Let's use...
Should we just wait until we do it properly? Because I was going to get used to a test run anyway.
Okay, yeah, let's wait then. Is that okay with you?
Yep.
Yep, cool. We'll do a test run with us first instead then. Alright then. The Jam in a town called Malice on Shire Sounds. And unfortunately, that's me out of time for today. It's gone so quick already. 6:30 I got it this morning. Still to come on Shire Sounds for you today. Oli Hackett takes over the airwaves. He's taken over the baton once I've sanitised it. At 10 o'clock this morning, he's going to have Alicia on for the first 15 minutes as well. Sarah Langdon will be joined by Deborah from 1 o'clock this afternoon. Part of our brand new presenters. And that's all happening right here on Shire Sounds. You can listen on your Alexa, and of course you can listen via the website.
One last try. This could be like there might be like a big radio station listening now. This is your chance.
Oh
to
no,
get,
that's
this
pressure.
is your chance to get the job. It's a good song though, and if you get it right, we'll let it play.
Okay.
You ready?
I think so. Good morning. I am Alicia Vittoria Keane. I'm a YouTuber from Northamptonshire. Have a good day.
Yes.
I'm going to leave you with Scissor Sisters. This is I Don't Feel Like Dancing.